classes in this Thursday night session from Nur Sultan. Poland will be in the blue. They're the gray singlet, the red for Belarus. Snap down there by Belarus, countered with that arm grip coming from Poland. Both wrestlers squared away, neither scoring points.
Right off the bat, both of these athletes had so much energy, a lot of excitement, and probably a lot of nerves and a little bit of anxiety kicking in. Once they get that to settle out, they're going to flow right into their groove.
Looks like WRZESIEN's pretty comfortable with those arm ties. She's trying to get that arm a couple of times early on in this first period.
Yes, I love that KURACHKINA. She just tried to clear it. Unfortunately, she got her head stuck underneath. That's exactly where WRZESIEN wants to be. I'd like to see her bring that down to the mat.
Warning given to Belarus. Scoreless match in this first period. Official has to step in and give passivity to one of the two wrestlers. Again, that vicious snap down, trying to whip her way around, and that is textbook for two.
KURACHKINA, she is in that parterre position right now. Her wrists are locked so tightly around her opponent's ribs, looking to get that gut wrench. She doesn't get it, they call her back up. You really only have about 10 to 15 seconds down there to get your turn before the refs call it back up to neutral.
So a 2-0 lead for KURACHKINA. Belarus on top in this first period. KURACHKINA is still fairly young, 25 years old. Boy, she just continues to throw down the wrestler from Poland with those snap downs. Went into a front headlock, but nothing there. Better believe WRZESIEN's well aware of that move. That's 3 or 4 times she's been clubbed with that snap down.
That's right, and you'll see that KURACHKINA, she comes out with that really heavy left-handed collar tie and just sort of hangs on there. I would love to see WRZESIEN start to clear that tie or even preempt it and go right into a high crotch or a double. If she stays in that position, she's going to get so fatigued, because when you have someone hanging on your head and your neck for that long, not only does your head get tired, but so does your lower back, and you start to come out of position, which is exactly what KURACHKINA wants.
Now they will warn WRZESIEN for passivity. Both wrestlers have been warned in this opening period. It's been a tough go for WRZESIEN, but she's only down 2. Straight on shot. She was a little bit too far away to hit that.
She's going to have to come out around the corner. She's going to have to start working those angles, because KURACHKINA has such heavy hips, she's going to stalemate it out there.
First period will come to an end, and it will be Belarus with the lead. Irina KURACHKINA having a big 2019, champion of both the European Games and the Medved. She also was the Lady Klippen Open champion this year, a European champion from 2018. So she has been one of those women in this field that has won a lot and won often over the past 2 or 3 years. Well, for WRZESIEN, she too, 25 years old, is a perfect example of getting hot at the right time. There's something about winning the tight matches consistently, and that certainly has been the case with WRZESIEN throughout her career. She's involved in a tight one as we start this second period.
WRZESIEN's trying to get those hand ties and those collar ties, working to get her hands tied up so that she can't just keep hanging on her head. See, what she's doing right now is, soon as she tries to get that collar tie, WRZESIEN's clearing it right away, and that's what she's gonna have to do. Because once she gets, KURACHKINA gets that arm on the back of her head and just starts laying right there, that's going to start fatiguing her, but she's not doing anything with it. I would love to see her move, either push, pull her opponent.
It looks like she's in a position to do something with it. Why do you believe KURACHKINA is just holding tight after she gets into that setup after that snap?
There's a million different reasons why athletes don't engage once they get there. But at the end of the day, it's going to have to take some self-belief in knowing that you can score your shot and your points regardless of where you and your opponent are at on the mat. WRZESIEN's doing a great job at clearing that. As soon as she clears that, she needs to follow that through right for a shot because the left side has totally come open. KURACHKINA, she has that really hard left-hand collar tie, and when she does that, her left leg stays forward, so she's actually totally exposed on her left side for a shot. The challenge is WRZESIEN isn't able to clear that quickly enough to engage.
90 seconds to go in this match. KURACHKINA with a 2-0 lead for Belarus. And if you're Poland, you've been down this road before. Talked about winning the tight matches. She's one move away from doing that again in this bronze medal bout. Boy, she has just been under the gun, though, from that opening whistle.
KURACHKINA is just coming out there and getting those heavy hands and hard collar ties and really not doing very much with it. But what it's doing is that it's neutralizing Poland so she can't get any of her shots off. WRZESIEN's either going to have to shoot from a distance. Oh, heavy hips, squaring right up.
2 points, and it's confirmed on the edge of the mat. That's a big cushion that KURACHKINA is able to solidify, go up 4.
When KURACHKINA, she gets in, WRZESIEN needs to have really heavy hips on the top of her head and start putting her weight into the mat. She's going to be looking for a big move. She's down by 4.
Comes in a little bit sprawled on that stretch, really had no choice. Smothered effectively by Belarus, and a stalemate onto their feet. Final moments of this match.
WRZESIEN, she's going to start coming with a flurry, and KURACHKINA, she knows that, so right now she's going to have to stay in really solid defense. 8 seconds left. She's going to try and do whatever she can to wind that clock down.
Going to be a bronze medal for Belarus. Irina KURACHKINA with a 4-0 shutout over her opponent from Poland.